Hey guys and gals, let's build Harbor by LEGO City. This is set number 60422, and the set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review, so thank you kindly LEGO for sending this to me. And this is a portion of the build, which is the boat. It just says cargo on the side, and yes, it looks like a sticker. And in addition, we got to have the harbor. So here's booklet 2, does bags 4 and 5. So it looks like this may be a modular build. And then we have 6 and 7, 8, 9. So not too bad there. Here's the set of print work. Not too bad, huh? And in addition, well, if you saw from the manuals, we got 9 bags, and they are paper bags. We also got a set of miscellaneous stuff, like parts to make a boat, and some 6x16 plates. A couple of these with an 8x16 plate. Looks like we get a pair of those. Oh, we get 3. And yeah, so not too bad there. And I don't know how I'm going to break this down. I may break this down into 3 installments. I got a month to get this done, so I got to thinking what I'm going to do is focus on bags 1, 2, and 3 in this installment, and 4, 5, and 6. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll see how long the build goes. And I have a feeling most of this is going to be large pieces. Now, y'all know how I do the reviews. I start everything off at a 10, then I take points away. Because this could be a perfect build. On the box, it looks very fun. Very fun. So I'm hoping to get a real good build experience out of it. I saw it on the box. I thought this looks really fun. All right. Well, let's begin with bag 1. Let's build it. Rip this right open. Now, I got so many things falling down on me around here. It's not even funny. And I haven't worked on the campground thing, and it's due like in a month. I've had so much stuff go on, not only with LEGO, but in my personal life. Things are kind of hectic right now. To make a long story short, I'm hoping to say this without getting teary-eyed, as my dad passed away over the weekend, and I'm still trying to sort everything out with that right now. So, guys and gals, give your dad a big hug. If he doesn't like hugs, give him a handshake, fist bump, you know, say I love you, because I never had a chance to say goodbye. And, you know, I don't want to do that to someone else, you know. So, yeah, there's the blue hand from the void shaking the bag out all over the place, making a mess. But, yeah, got to do the figures. Okay. But, yeah, just, you know, I mean, I'm holding up okay, but it's, you know, that kind of stuff. I need some of these, too. Well, we're getting some of the parts together here for the minifigures. I got to find the jackets. There's one wrench I got to find. Ooh, okay. Some 6x10 bluish green plates. We also get them in dark orange. All right. Brick separator. So we got to note that. Oh, some of these are double-sided heads. All right. So I got to find the life jackets. And let's see here. Okay, well, he's got a single-sided head. It's easier to show you before I get to it. So wow, no running away from me. That's a nice torso right there. And the whole point about these videos, other than for me to vent my frustration and personal events on, is to see how well the build goes. Is it entertaining? So far the box makes the set look fun. Let's see how fun it is. So, the single-sided head, and that's the back of that torso. Alright. Oh, wow. I got to show you this wig here. We get it on a minifigure. We've seen this one before, the flippy hair. I think every boy's probably had that. I know I did. He's still missing his pants or his legs. And yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. I like that torso there. Pretty cool. And there's 8 minifigures with the set. Okay. Make sure everything on the right way. And the reason why I'm doing Lego stuff right now is to take my mind off the depression stuff. So that's why I'm doing that. Yeah, they show her with the glasses on. So pretty cool. She's got a hard hat. That wig, that's the right color and everything. If it was maybe a blonde color, but I'll show you here. So she's done. Now let's put the wrench in her hand, then she'll be done. She's probably the mechanic or foreman putting the ship back together. Maybe we'll have to have her help me put it together. But yeah, Lego's been kind of getting me through these depressing times. Because sometimes I need time alone. And then when I'm busy, I don't think of anything bad. So she's done. Okay. You're still missing your feet. Well, here they are. And he's done. Okay, now let's put together the child. And I'm thinking this is a girl, but we don't know. She's got... But this hairstyle is something I had as a younger teen. And I should put the sad face on her. She's got a dual-sided head. That is like curtains, but look at the back. It's like a bowl cut with the bangs longer. If you ever watched Terminator 2, what was his name? John Connor? Yeah, I think all of us younger teen boys had that long curtains look in the front, and then the back was shorter. What they call the Karen cut today, I don't know, but a lot of us guys had that. I did too. Girls would go bonkers over that. Okay, if I edited it out, I had a problem with the recording. So anyways, we're talking about the haircut and stuff like that, and yeah, I had that, and like I said, girls would go bonkers over it. Okay, so now it looks like we're building ourselves the little waybird's. So it looks like maybe book one is just bag one just does accessories. We do the 3 figures and the accessories. So let's we're going to piece all this together today, and yeah, kind of get... So if you ever watch some of my other videos, you're going to notice my tone of voice is a little more shallow, a little bit more depressing. Yeah, so now you know why. It's like, I did it in some of the other builds, and it's like, I'll explain it later. I need a longer video. Probably didn't need a longer video, but just give your parents a hug. You never know. Alright. I can build better. And yes, guess what you get to hear today? The gardeners. Hope there's a piece that goes on the front of that. Wait a minute, what? Oh, there's 3 plates. I'm not even paying attention. Whoops. My bad. We'll stick that right in there. Plug that right in, and I think there's a slope. Oh, we're already starting with stickers now. Yuck. They want a sticker on this. I don't care much. I don't really use these for anything. And they want sticker number 1, which is that right there. I notice more people are watching this channel faithfully. So it's becoming more of a help desk than anything. And honestly, guys and gals, my intent was never to make this a help desk, but it seems like we're going to do that. Boy, that's kind of basic, huh? Handlebars sure sit kind of low. That's how they wanted it. And then that's it. Not too bad. And then we're building this little boat thing here. Okay. I'm just saying it for indexing purposes. Yeah, that was weird. That phone just stopped. Maybe it's my dad trying to communicate to me, telling me that I'm doing too much Lego bricks. I don't know. He knew I did this stuff. I tried to get him into it. He just did not have the, he didn't want to do it. Probably thought it was for kids, so there's a lot more of us adults doing this stuff now. You get to put things together without have to use glue and stuff. And if you don't like it, you can rip it apart and make something better out of it. Yeah, so far the set is keeping my interest. We haven't done anything big yet, except for that not going in there, but I haven't had any issues so far, so
I'm gonna go take a nap.
okay. And yeah, sorry about that. Alright, so these right here are pretty cool. They're really good roof pieces too. I just don't have a lot of them. They don't make them in a bunch of sizes. They do make the corners and stuff. Good for Asian style roofing. So it must be one of those air turbine type boats that uses the wind to blow it. I think that's where that goes. And for the most part, the builds in this seem pretty basic, but who doesn't like the basic stuff? And at least Lego uses the correct size of steering wheel for a vehicle like this. Yeah, so that's... Ooh, they want me to put a sticker on this? Sticker number 12. Ooh, I hate putting stickers on bows. You know what's going to kill this set off here? Is the stickers. I start at the bottom and I'll just fold it over. So I have a feeling this is what's going to hurt this set here of stickers. It's not that bad, you know. I understand why they do it. I just don't like stickers, you know. It's just some things that cannot be avoided. And then we've got to build the shipping containers. Now I think both of these shipping containers that are coming up right here are the same. So I think what I'm going to do here is build both of these at one time. I'm going to check here. Yeah, they're essentially the same. Alright, so what I'm going to do, and remember in school they teach you to read ahead. Well, read ahead. It'll save you time if you're in a hurry like I am. We'll just do these real quick. Like this. Kind of get this going here. Like that. Okay. Okay. So it looks like these are used. Okay, don't press down on these. Hold underneath. You don't want to be bending these and breaking them. Okay. Then the sides go on them. I'm going to order some of these. These are really cool. They work good for garage doors or for shipping containers, for boats or trains. Matter of fact, out in my area, they're selling those things like crazy, and it'd be tempting just to buy one and just kind of make a little hideout. It'd be kind of cool. They're only a couple $1,000s, but you have to arrange to have them shipped and stuff like that. Okay, where did this go? Did I forget a piece somewhere? And that's essentially what these are. They're very basic. And, okay, this goes back here. This must be like the back of the seat. And then they shove this thing in here. So this is meant to be as an accessory thing. So you can even shove the Wave Runner in one of these too. So it's like that. And yeah, you can put this one in here too if you want. Now, it doesn't show this one in there. And this is what we have remaining. And so far it's not too bad. It's bright and colorful. It's keeping my interest. And yeah, not too bad so far. We got 8 more bags to go though. Alright, we're going to move on to bag 2. And we'll set these off to the side because they are done. So it looks like bag 1 and bag 2 does accessories. Or just bag 1 does accessories. A minifigure and accessories. Bag 2 starts, looks like the hull of the boat. Alrighty, and we're also going to need to get some of the special parts too. Let me find those bags real quick. Do we need anything out of this bag here? Let's take a look here. Doesn't look like we, well, maybe. We might need that piece there. And then here. So, in addition to the blue hand, where's the perforation at? I don't want to get up and get a pair of scissors. Oh, here it is. Okay. So you're going to have to open both of these bags up. I don't know why they just didn't put that in there, it's beyond me. Oh, and I just realized something. We haven't ran across any scratched or damaged parts yet. You know what that means. So you get 2 of those. Looks more like that's, I think they say it's rust red or something. I don't remember. You need 2 of those. Open up this bag here. So yeah, there's something that happened to me out of all the depression stuff. Something positive happened to me. I just looked at my emails today, and it's Lego related. And honestly, though, I was talking about I need 3 of these. And one. Okay, so we got enough in there. Well, we don't need this bag anymore, huh? We don't need that. And then, all right. So, video tutorials may be coming to an end this year. I don't know. But the one thing, ooh, look at all the good parts in there. But the one thing, though, I'm still going to be building stuff and preserving my ideas. Oh, yeah. Don't roll off. So far, man, I don't like these paper bags when it comes to that. So far, I'm happy with the set. Okay. I had failed a creator set miserably. You probably already saw it. And we need something really fun. Okay. Now, I'm always game for city sets. City sets don't have really good buildings, in my opinion. But city sets do have good vehicle builds. So stuff like this here, yeah. You gotta fill in the hole at the bottom to keep the water from rushing in. And so far as you can tell, it's bright and colorful, huh? It's not really nothing dingy or nasty looking. And one of the things that I look at when I build a set, is it keeping my interest? Is it bright and colorful? Like this is earth green. It's kind of dark, but I could use that for any terrain, but it'd be kind of cool. Now remember Lego used to have these pre-molded. So now you won't have the space inside, but you do have the, oh, these come in green, earth green. Oh, wow, a 2x6 brick in earth green. You got a couple of these, some 1x2 bricks. We've seen those a couple of times. And, yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay. I thought they're just rounded tiles. All right. I'm looking for a 2x4 jumper plate that goes in there. Yeah. I mean, the parts in here, you get a variety of big and small parts, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, there it is. Now I'm going to put that in there. Press it down really good. Yeah, step 7. Okay, looks like we just used 4 of these. Yeah, so far I'm pleased with the build. So Lego wants us to do a lot of the positive reviews. One set I gave a failing grade. It was a good build. It was interesting. It just came in, it just wasn't packed good. Honestly, these are not packed good, but I've noticed like these don't get scratched. But it's sure funny though, the glass pieces get scratched all the time. But, you know, I know in all fairness, though, that these are really meant for kids, but you know, I'm an adult. I at least want pristine builds. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is a different orange. This is regular orange. I think this is called dark orange or orangey red. You can tell the difference. Lego's starting to get so many colors now. It's not even funny, but hey, you know what? I'm not going to complain because I know some people want to stick with the old traditional 6-7 color palette thing, but for me as you know, as an adult who grew up with Lego, you gotta like the bright colors, right? Okay, we don't need this, so we need to make 2. Or just take 2 of these. Or we got to make 2. Okay. Yep, guys. Building adults. Building with Lego bricks. And this goes right here. Yeah. Some people in my family thought I was nerdy because I did this, but it's a good stress reliever, a way to kill time, all sorts of stuff. Okay. I don't know why that's smooth at the bottom for. Are we going to put something in there? We got to make another one of these in reverse. Lego, you could have done this on one page. See, they got these separate here. Why don't they just have us make them both and put them on the same page? When I've been writing up my own building guides, that's one thing I try to do is compress a building guide because I'm trying to make file sizes smaller. We're not jeopardizing quality. Until somebody tells me otherwise, I'm trying to do that. So whoever purchases a building guide from me, I need to really know. You know, don't hold back because you're buying the product. And my building guides are really designed for adults anyways to build. But I've noticed this, we're putting on one piece at a time. I understand why they're doing it because we're pretty much working with the same color. You can get confused, but some of these could have been done a little differently here. Alright. Alright, I gotta get one of those. These would be tempting to get to make some other stuff. Maybe white, tan, or blue. Well, maybe white and blue. I don't know. So it looks like this goes onto here. I'm thinking in this installment, I was thinking about breaking this down into thirds. What I may do, well, I'm spending more time trying to find parts, huh? I may break this down into just 2 sessions. If I do, I can probably have it reviewed later on. I'm trying to find that one black plate. Oh, there it is. With the 2 studs. And then this goes right here. A little bit flimsy, but now it's all locked together. Okay. But you are getting a lot of earth green parts. So just this color alone here, white and earth green, look more like a winter tundra type color. So it'd be kind of cool to get those, get more of it. Because I could use this color here for terrain. Okay. And okay. No, don't roll off. Stay there. Roof tile's trying to hide from me. Okay. Okay, that's protruding out of the back. I've looked at that, thought, well, that doesn't seem right, but yeah, that's what they want. Great for making rock facades or for snowbanks. So these would come in handy for that. But if you noticed, that's one of the things I'm looking at is what can these parts be used for other than what Lego's telling me? You know, I always get, well, Jay, don't take apart your sets, just keep them together. That's easier said than done. I just want to build my own stuff. You know? So I'm hoping to start a little bit of that campground, that terrain. So I'm going to be doing reviews towards the latter part of May, and then June and part of July. Maybe the whole month of July. So guys, please, I don't want to go switch to full reviews. So honestly, I think YouTube's starting to hide certain channels. You know how the algorithm, YouTube wants us to really push certain topics out. And if the Lego hobby is dying on YouTube, then my stuff will still be backed up in printed form. And as far as for the commentary, well, that will be a paid thing. So you'll have to pay to listen to me rant. So this stuff here was provided by Lego. It has to be public. So that having been said, because the tutorials I'm not required at all. All right. Put these here. Boy, last night, despite of all the stuff going on around here, I slept really good. Really good. I hadn't slept good like that in a long time, especially in my old broken, worn down bed, but I'll tell you, I slept pretty good. That's unusual for me. And also building up a platform back here. All right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Lego's gotten me through a lot of this stuff here that's been going on. So, if you're on my YouTube members or Patreon, you're probably going to, probably in the next few weeks, you'll probably see a increase in builds. Well, Jay, if I'm not on those, do I get to still see them in due time? Okay, so we got to put stickers on this one here. A pair of those. And that's sticker number 8. So it'd be these right here. I got that on there pretty good. I could use these for something else, but you know, one thing I kind of regret I wanted to buy and never did was that large Mazurk ship. Never got that. I wanted the original Taj Mahal, never got that one too. Cargo. So we need sticker number 9. Yeah, at least the stickers are not too overwhelming. Am I dinging off for stickers? Right now, the stickers are fairly easy to put on, so I'm not going to grade, oh, a set's got stickers, time to ding off the points. Like, that's a little crooked, but if it's on really small stuff, yeah, I'm going to have to, I can't look past it. So I think the easiest way to do is this, you know, like that. Okay, so that part's done. And we use 2 regular ones. So that's what we've done so far there. And boy, my voice is already getting raspy. It's the allergies, my goodness, it's been kind of cracking up. Or just being a turd in general. All right. 2x12 plates. These come in handy. Do I use them a lot? Not really, but it's 2x12s and 2x14s are pretty good sizes for vehicles. And then this goes here. You may have to spread this apart a little bit. Yeah, I got the spring tool for my truck to pull the springs out or the doors, and I don't like messing with loaded springs, but I'll tell you, oh, we got to make 2 of those, my bad. And I couldn't get it to do anything yesterday. I got it to clamp onto the spring, and I needed the car, so I had to take it off, and I couldn't pull the spring out. So I'm going to have to get back to that. I was going to do it today between meetings and stuff, but the gardeners are here and they got to go through that side of the property. So I can't just do that on my car right now because the car's sitting out on the side of the house. Okay. And that takes care of that. Alright, now we gotta grab a couple of these. Looks like we just take that. And this goes here. Notice this light will start flickering after an hour, so I need to consider getting another bulb. It's probably either not for me or it's just the salesman calling to solicit some stuff. Matter of fact, I have a couple of orders to come in. One of them being my mom's Mother's Day's gift. By the time this is published, she doesn't watch my videos anyways, but she wanted a boombox with a cassette player, and she wanted a small one. I said, well, they're going to be kind of hard to find, but that's what she wanted. It's like, okay, I had to hunt around for one. And for some reason, boomboxes are just expensive. It's like, my goodness. When I was a kid, my dad bought me a boombox we're talking 1980s money. It was like $100, but you got a boombox with 2 cassette decks and big old speakers and stuff, and just a dial-tuned radio. And now for $100, you get something that lasts like for maybe a day, and then you have to toss it out. I'm gonna make 2 of these. And these guys and their gas lawnmowers. Trying to go as fast as I can here. Okay, fly out of my hand. Oh, wait a minute. We got to make 2 of them. We don't need to put them on the other side. And I know my hands are in the way. I can't do nothing about it. But there we go. Alrighty, and then after that, okay, where does this brick go here? We've had that around for a while. Okay, well, we don't need to worry about that right now. All right, flip the boat over. Now you got to lock all these joints together with a bunch of these shoe plates. So, yeah, my parents have been married for like 53 years. That's a long time, especially to today's standards. They were already planning their 54th, which sadly probably, well, it won't happen now. But, you know. All right, be careful with this. See? This just came off here. You reach down in there, we'll just push that in. You didn't do anything wrong, it's just lightly built. And I'll guarantee you, you're probably going to attempt to do this. I know I probably would be tempted if I was a kid. Putting this in the pool or the bathtub, yeah, this is not meant to float, as you can see with the light coming through the bottom. That's not supposed to do that if you had a regular boat. And this goes, oh, you know what we forgot to do all this? No, this is next. I say, you know what I forgot to do? Put that in. That's why it was kind of lopsided. Well, no, you got to put it in there anyways. Oh, wow, look how crooked I did those. Whoops. Well, how do you get that out of there? We got a brick separator. Let's see here. You just pop it out and stick it in there. Probably the stairs. Probably won't even see that. I don't know how critical it is. Sometimes it's just easy for me to work on it like that. That's not too bad for the front of the thing, and that's what we have remaining. And then, yeah. And here we have bag 3, and this video now has already been about probably 40 minutes. I think what I'm going to do, we're going to break this down into thirds, and then that'll be easier. So I'm not killing myself and editing a 2-hour video, because those get kind of long and boring to do after a while. So keep them about an hour. And when I release these, that'd just be a bit. Boy, that doesn't want to tear. It tells me to tear it on the line. There we go. Yeah, I do not like the way these paper bags are for these little ones. Why didn't they perforate the top right up here? Instead of having you tear it, like, what is that, 2/3 in from the end? Or a third? And then it just kind of, everything just kind of spills out all over the place. I don't know. Yeah, I put these in my recycle bin. And yeah, that looks like a lot of small pieces. And I see transparent here. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's pretty good in shape. Little ones I usually don't check. All right. So now we bring the boat back over here. So in this installment, we're just going to do accessories and the cargo ship. Okay, make 2 of these here. Well, that's I've used these for a couple projects. Ooh, here's a printed gauge cluster. Pretty cool for the boat or for a vehicle too. Oh yeah, today is May 8th, 2024. And today is actually my cousin's birthday. And these go, I think, looks like these go right in the corners. At least the set is kind enough to give you a brick separator with this model. You're probably going to need it. We already had to use it once. Alright. Need that. Probably going to put the glass in that thing there eventually. I don't know, I'm just setting random parts everywhere. Ooh, no. There we go, right there. And this goes here. I'll pop that open there. Well, it's not really sitting on there very well, so it looks like we got some stairs going down into something. All right. Yeah, at least it stays closed. All right. But for the most part, though, this set does seem colorful. Ooh, wow. Earth green profile bricks. That's unusual. So it looks like we're building ourselves an engine here. So that's what we'll do. And I don't know. I'm trying to think here. I'd like to get on that campground project too. I know my dad wanted to see that finished. He always liked the terrain builds. So it's like I was like, well, I got to get all these. I remember I told him, it's like, well, I can show you. I said I haven't done much. I said I have to get all the terrain. I have to get all these set reviews done first before I can even get to it. I said it may be a month, but yeah, well, that's not going to happen now. But I was like, yeah, just hold on. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I'm putting these backwards. I'm just like, hold on. I'm gonna get to it. I'm just got to get through all these reviews because Lego's been sending me a lot of sets lately. Yeah. Kind of wish now I would have started that first so he could have seen it. Yeah, you got to stick these on here, you know what. There it is. These plates are always hard to get in. You really got to muscle them down. So they're just making a little engine like a V8 for the oh, that's a good way to use this. So you're putting the roller skates on to give the engine some character. All right. All right. And when am I going to have all this stuff released? Right now, we're under an embargo date. So until that date is lifted, I don't know. LEGO sends me stuff for review. Here, you can post the reviews after this date. Until then, you have to wait. So right now, I'm actually building up an inventory for, it's like doing my tutorials. I just write up the tutorials in advance and then release it as an, you know, like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Unless you're on my Patreon, see, this is kind of wiggly here. If you're on Patreon, you probably see it. If you're on YouTube members, you see it a little earlier. All right, so the engine goes in here, and this does come out. It's just resting on jumper plates. So if the engine breaks down, yeah, you can make sure that's pressed down in there pretty good. So I don't think I'm even going to pull the engine out of there. There we go. All right. And yeah, I got to go check something real quick. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, and all right, now we can continue on here. All right. See if we can get through this real quick. I just really don't want to get behind on this stuff because reviews, a lot of people don't get. They take a long time to do. It's time consuming because I'm basically getting a set. Here, build this and review it, and you get to keep it as long as you file your paperwork. And that's essentially what it is. Kind of want to listen to some music to kind of put me more of in an upbeat mood, but well, we already know how that goes with the music companies, the record and music industries. Oh no, don't play that in here. We're going to claim. Imagine if I played a song in here. And they'll, let's say it's just in the background, you can barely hear it, and the record companies pick it up. They will claim rights to this video. We own that video. I've had it happen with Nintendo. My own commentary, we're going to take credit for that whole video. I remember they did it on my gaming channel. And we're taking credit for the bill, and we're going to start making money off of it. That's when I messaged him. I said, okay, I'm deleting that video, and you get nothing from it, and in return, I will not promote a Nintendo product again. And I never have. I was playing Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64 console, and I just kind of sat there, was singing my own lyrics to the song, just kind of being goofy. And it's like they also said I was using visuals from their game, and they flagged it. Fine, I took that away real quick, so they got nothing out of it. And I wrote them a nasty letter. I said, basically, I'm not even going to promote your stuff ever again. I said, I will focus on Minecraft videos. They didn't respond to me or nothing. I thought, here it is, you got Minecraft, which sells a lot more copies. You don't see companies from Rockstar doing that, like GTA 5. I mean, what do they think we're going to do? Play the video game and then people are going to copy what we're doing? We're cutting into their profits? Because I want to see some gameplay and I want to have a little humor with it. And Nintendo now has since laxed on that because they found out a lot of people were, including myself, okay, fine, I just won't bother with it anymore. And that was the end of that. And one of the things that I know you don't do is you don't go in there and file an appeal. Because sometimes if you do that, it can get pretty nasty with legal. And I don't want to mess with that. So what did I do? I didn't do anything about it. I figured, hey, it's their dime, you know. Oh, you're using our video game in there, so it's only meant to be played privately. And then some companies ask, a lot of people ask for permission, like, hey Jay, I want to use this in my build. I'll give you credit. Would you mind? I said, sure, just send me a link to the video. I want to see what it's like, you know. I'm going to be using a couple of your tutorials. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm fine with that. You know, hey, it doesn't bother me. As long as you're not selling it, I don't care. I just make sure I'm aware, because if not, I usually will get all crazy about it. Well, usually some of my viewers do that. They'll contact me. Oh, I remember these when I was a little boy. My dad bought me an airplane set, and that's what we used. Oh, and then that blue color too. Oh man, that brings back memories. I gotta make 3 of these. But yeah, the record companies really did that to themselves. It's like, oh, it's like in the electronics community, some of these guys repair hi-fi equipment. And they can't, they're not allowed to play music because their repair videos get yanked. So what do they do now? They do what I do. They use a test tone. It's beep, like that. It's what it is. It's just to make sure the radio's aligned. We want to hear the quality. We also use a tone generator to transmit lows and high frequencies and stuff to make sure that the amp's range is pretty good. And it's kind of sad because sometimes I want to hear music because nobody's going to sit there and listen to just a tone or a beep. But yeah, that's what it is. I remember watching another guy, his videos got hit because I'll never put music again. So what he does is he edits that part out. Then he comes back and says, okay, this is what I did here. And a lot of us now, including myself, are getting to be like that. Well, okay, well, due to YouTube copyright, and we can't blame YouTube for this. And because YouTube doesn't want to have any liability on it, they'll get their pantsuit off. So what do? Pass it on to us. So it's like my videos. I'd love to play music in these. And we can talk about the song being played. It'd be kind of fun. Oh no, we want to do that because the record companies will hate it. Even if I put a link into the iTunes store or something like that where you can purchase the song or the artist page. Oh no, you cannot do that. That is forbidden. You know, so they kind of just get a little weird about it. And then, oh, we're not making any sales anymore. Nobody's buying our CDs. Well, why do you think nobody buys CDs anymore? And two, I don't know what's new. I don't listen to FM radio anymore, or any kind of... I mean, I listen to that Radio Garden website and just kind of listen to the 80s stuff, but I'm like, well, I mean, these record companies made their bed, now they have to lie in it, and that's just how it is, you know. I'm not going to do that and waste my time with them. You know what I mean? It's just kind of pointless. Oh, we're going to sue you because you used our music. I mean, I'm not purposely inserting a track. I would just have the radio playing in the background or something, just background noise, that kind of thing. All right, so we're building another chunk here, and okay, let's see here. So this part's done. I'm going to set this. Let's slide that off to the side here because we're going to be building this right now. Okay. So let's get going here, huh? That's a 6x12, not too bad. I mean, the color palette on the ship is it's so far pretty good. I'm getting kind of bored of the white color, but we're doing a little bit of everything. The minifigures are balanced out. We're not doing mass mounts of stickers. So that right there is that. I think that's a. Yeah, it's a profile brick. I was like having a hard time seeing that. I have to go down to my optometrist to get my eyes checked again. You get older, things start getting a little out of focus. I got to get that done too. Get that tweaked up. It's either contacts or glasses, and yeah, contacts are nice. I could keep my real color, which usually I do. Sometimes I'll use like baby blue or something, but. After a while, it's just like, nah, I want to be able to flip it on and off real quick, so just use a pair of glasses. Okay, flip that over. Once the gardener's done, I gotta go outside real quick and start working on that door on my car. Get that spring pulled out. And it's still loaded, so I've heard people say when those springs come flying out, but they say, oh, I stuck a screwdriver and there was prying on it. Well, I'm not trying to damage it, I'm trying to get it out of this. I got a spring compression tool, I just got to learn how to use it. And that's pretty cool there. They just use those inverted plates with bow to do that. Not too bad. And yeah, so I mean, it just... I want to put more in it. It's like I have the scenic sounds. I did play it on another thing, and yes, it does dampen the dryness out of these. So I may do that, or I can play the ocean in here too, since this is more of a harbor set. I do have a couple of ocean videos, but they're only like 10-12 minute clips, so I'd have to loop it. I don't know if there's any live streams that have audio that I can play and give the streamers some credit for it, a link to their channel. I'd have to contact them first. I've had some that will say no. Okay, I'll move on to the next guy. I can't remember which light does, starboard or port, for the red and green. Oh yes, it's kind of weird now since my dad's no longer with us. I don't hear the Western TV shows blaring out anymore. Matter of fact, it's quiet here now. It's almost like it's almost like my bachelor pad. It's just too quiet. I mean, it was like when I just lived here alone, you know, it's just too quiet. Well, what piece do we need to find? A gray one. I got a bunch of those. One of those gets lost, I really won't care. But yeah, it's just been really quiet here. I had an ex-friend that she lost her dad, and kind of wish her and I are still friends, because I mean, she always would tell me the stories of things, and she lost her dad at a young age, where I'm just experiencing it now. There's always a mug in these sets. Okay, I don't know what's with Lego. I always got a mug in here. I guess their captain gets thirsty all the time. But I'm going to be honest though, this set, it's on the basic side. These are parts that I would commonly use. And it's just got enough detail to make where it's identifiable. See, like that so far. For the bridge. I think that's what this is called, a bridge. If any boatsmen are out there, let me know if I'm right. I may need to look that up. What did we call it? What did I call it in one of my videos? But somebody kind of got mad at me. I think I called it the captain's area. The captain's cab. You know, I'm not a boatsman. I have no clue what most of this stuff does. But hey, at least I'm honest with you. I don't know it. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend I know it all. That's not fun. Oh, I know everything. No, I don't. I don't know everything. If I did, I'd be retired from work right now. Instead of waiting another 10 years. May have to wait longer the way everything's gone up in price. But I tell you what jobs have been kind of been hammering my desk lately is AI jobs. AI is very scary to work with. It's not something I like to deal with, but it pays good. And two, you know, out here, minimum wage went up to $20 an hour in fast food. So any other type of, if you work at a restaurant as a waiter, your wages are still $16 an hour. They said now a lot of places now have been firing a lot of people. You know, once you get to past $20, $25, I consider this professional wages. Even I'm starting to get like that. I'm like, hey, if you're not doing the job, I'm not going to give you a chance. I may give you a stern warning, but that's it. After that, and you see that big box over there? That's going to replace you. Oh, I don't want a computer replacement like then behave. Because I only need to have the computer work one time. Yeah. Just do your job. Yeah. Well, I'm so far pretty pleased with the set. Right now, I'm going to say, just with the stickers, we didn't really have anything fall off. I'm going to say it's still at a 10. A 9.9 to a 10. I'm not quite sure yet. But it is keeping my interest. I'm not bored with it. This is really fun, so I'm not going to say it fails. So, Lego, you did a good job with this one here, but we don't know yet. We haven't ran across any scratched parts or anything damaged yet. Is there anything missing? No, so this set here is a winner so far. Now, it could turn sour. You know, there's 9 bags. This is the 3rd bag. So just imagine, I still got 6 more bags to do after this. It's going to be a good build. Wait a minute. Okay, this goes on the inside. I have to check the recorders, make sure they're recording. And we have a palisade brick here, and there's a sticker coming up. Okay. And we need sticker number 11. Where's... right there. Make sure it's facing the right. Well, at least it's on a 2x4 tile. I can flip it around. And yes, those I got plenty of 2x4 white tiles now. So I've been pretty pleased with the city sets. The space sets I was getting bored of. Okay, this goes right here. And then they use these to round off the corners. What, Lego? No 2x6 rounded tile? You're going to make me piece it together? That's never cool. got to make 2 little lights. But yeah, Lego Fortnite. I'm gonna, you know, since I do the Lego stuff, I'm gonna contact them and tell them, hey, I'm an ambassador. Can I have all the freebies to review? Or no? And if they say no, then it's not a big deal. I've had some companies where I would say, hey, I do reviews on this. You want to send me a sample, and I'll make a review. That'd be the payment. You know, I work cheap. It's just a hobby of mine. No, but you can buy it and review it for us. Well, if I'm gonna buy it, I ain't gonna review nothing. Okay, these are kind of hard to put in. All right, well, how does that even go in there? Start right there. Maybe I just have to slide it in. It's bigger. Wait a minute, hold on. No, you know what? I got to tilt it. Okay, let me start this off. Take this in. We're going to set that in there like that first. And then just kind of push. There we go. These are cool. I like these. I don't use them for anything because I don't build a lot of boats. I've only built 2 on my main. And then after that would be this right here. So that's the trap door for the burglars. When they come in there, they fall into the bridge. At least I'm remembering my name, my boat part names. I gotta look what starboard and port is. I know that's for left and right, but I don't know. I don't know what the origins could be. Latin based. I don't know. Yeah, I got way too many sets going on here, guys and gals. So we got to make 2 of these light fixtures. I'll tell you one thing though. I wish Lego Fortnite. I wish I can buy a copy of the game instead of using the one that you got to keep constantly buying stuff for. And okay, there it is. I wish there was a way I can import my own models into the game. It would be so cool. Like you could use Stud to do it. I'd love to take a walk through my houses and stuff. And have the zombies and stuff trying to invade it. Alright. And then, you know, we can get this done here. We're almost done here. I'm almost done for the day. Well, for this session, I may work on it tonight. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I need to get back to doing my day stuff, but they've tilted back like that. Must be the engine stack there. And we got this for the hatch. I know you have to run the lights on your boat at night. So it's just like running your headlights. You got to have the certain colors in here. I need the green one. Must be for the radio or something of the weather station. We don't know what that does here. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't go in there. Let me pop that out. What am I doing? I got to wake up. Supposed to be grieving right now. Alright. But yeah, this Lego does a lot of good stuff. It takes my mind off all that stuff. Especially during COVID. Okay, this snaps in here. There we go. Kind of cool too, because you can open it up and have access into the interior. And then you can close it up, and it looks relatively seamless, except for these right here, but it's the roof, nobody cares. And we got this now will go back on the main model. So what we've done so far, we've already done through a pretty good chunk of the stickers. Okay, this just snaps there. So this is all modular. Now, from what I can tell, bag 1 is pretty isolated. And then there's bags 2 and 3, which do the boat. I kind of wish it was a little different. And then we have bag whatever. Oh, I mean, we haven't done 4. We haven't done 4 through 9 yet, and that goes in here. Sounds like we're not even done with the boat yet. Of course, we're not done. We got more steps here. Put the slope there, and then boys and girls, or guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be done with this here in a few minutes. Okay, you put this here, they want it like that, right on that first one. I'll do the same thing up here. I have a feeling that's what the sticks are for, and then we're just going to bend them. Okay. Okay, first thing they want us to do is put these together. There you go. You don't make a shaft extender, so we're using this. Of course, it's meant to probably bend. That's exactly what it's for. And we got to curl it around here. Like that. Don't roll off. So it goes around like that. These I always like using for closet rods and stuff. Boy, what is with this? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start right here. I'm just going to bend it kind of softly. And then when I get back over here, I'm going to start back here. Before I put it here, I think that might be best. And then I can get this right in the center here. And that's pretty close. Not too bad. And that's it. For bags 1 through 3, and we have booklet 1 completed. And I think that's what I'm going to do is stop there. And we have a bunch of little pieces remaining. So they gave me one extra one of these. I could use that. And I know some people throw these away when they're done. Oh, they're extra. I don't need them. Well, I do. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So for summation of thoughts, this is essentially what it is. We're still missing stuff, but I think these... Let me look here. Yeah. They do go in there. And you just sit right in. Okay. Yeah, they're easy to take out. It's a playable model so far. So my score on this set, guys and gals, right now, the stickers, everything, nothing's too hard. It's keeping my interest. It's brightly colored. It feels pretty sturdy. Let's see here. Well, these pieces will come off. I'm going to say it's a 9.9 right now. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. But it is playable, as you can see. You have access to in here. Everything, you can pop this off. You have access into this. Yeah, I'm going to say this is nice for what... This would have been great just as a set alone. Put these in here. But overall I'm pleased. So tell me what you think so far. It's a nice model. So stay tuned for the next build installment. We'll see how far we can get.